All right, mic check, mic check. Hope everybody's well. If you guys can hear me, hit me to 888. Twitter joins us in the building. What's up to everybody? Everybody say what's up to Twitter. Hope everybody's well. Mic check. If you're in the building, you can see me, see my screen clearly, and hear my voice. Hit me to 888. Don't just sit me and not hit the 888 and be like, "Oh my god, I can't see." 5 minutes later. Well, you guys can hear me. Y'all can see my screen. Damn. Hold on. Twitter, can you see my screen? Wait. I need a screen check from the vast majority. If everybody can see my screen and hear my voice, hit me to 888 in the main chat. Let me just put this link out here. All right, so I just put that out. Let's see. Um, y'all can hear me, right? I'm not getting no response from. Hold on, maybe they can't hear me. Hold on. All right, can you guys see my screen now? Maybe 333 if y'all can see my screen. What's up, Ray? What's up, D Mada? Pace, everybody, and D Mada, get your trill tag going. All right, so I sound good. Everybody see my screen, cool. All right, we're gonna jump back up to the daily chart. Welcome back, everybody. It is Free Access Friday, so Twitter is in the building with us here. All right, so let's jump into this. The daily chart. Again, if you were to go to the monthly, you just see that we are just in another leg of expansion here. So going back down to the daily chart. Same thing here on the daily. We're in a leg of expansion, but we're now pulling into internal range draw. That's yesterday's fair value gap tap. We held it. So as long as we stay above it, I'll be looking for price to go higher. Going down to the 1 hour chart, you kind of just consolidated overnight. And this is the daily civvy here. Okay. So this is going to be the daily, BISI here. And we're tapping into it. And on the 1 hour chart, taking out this high. It didn't close above it, but it's still a clean structure shift. That's going to put this high, this buy side right here, 24,069 as a target here. But notice how we consolidated between previous day's high, theoretically previous day's low, right? But you can make that low point a lot lower with this low here at 23,826. It doesn't have major significance as in terms of session-based liquidity. We'll drop down to the 5 to look at it. And then you can turn on the sessions here. So they did swipe London's low. You still got London high above, and you have an alpha C above. For those of you who understand my alpha framework, and if I was to take off the sessions here for a second, if you do understand the LEF alpha framework, here's your zone. There's your break. There's your pullback. Price extends and then sweeps the alpha B here. When the alpha B is swept, that makes the highest point the alpha C. So you got London high above, and you have the alpha C above, higher. So we'll see if price will come and get all of this up top. Let's see real quick. LQH is London high. Okay. So coming into the day, what I would prefer to see, we already took London's low, but we have a very nice range. And this range is going to be between this low that I was talking about before at 23,863 and the alpha C high at 24,008. All right. So what I want to see coming into today at open, I want to see price basically go lower to go higher, come down, give us a Judas lower. If I can get my mouse working, give us a Judas lower into this high. You'll leave London and you'll leave previous day high open with alpha C, and we come back and get that. This is my main plan for today. Okay. In order for me to get bearish though, I need price to get below and stay below previous day low. If we get below and stay below previous day low, I'll be looking for lower targets. I will readjust my lower targets, but I have targets to the downside all the way as low as 23,621. But I am heavily favoring the bull side on bias. So I'm going to be looking for what I have on chart with you right now. Okay. Anybody got any questions? Anybody got any questions at all? All right, everybody. It's this low right here, 62. 1 minute time frame, 11:25 yesterday. It's not previous, not AM low, but it's this New York AM lows down here, but it's just key. Yeah. Because you got London somewhere over here. That was London, this little sweep. Yes. Yeah, sweep that and then go get that. Also Alpha C above. Everybody here, I got to stop sharing so I can sign in. So everybody take a chill pill for 1 second. Everybody just, you know what I mean? Uh, what's the red photo news? All right, here comes the screen again. All right, so there's the screen. Everybody, no. Not everybody can see it yet. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. All right. At that point, that's alchemy. That's reality control at that point. Okay. All right. So on this move down, did we sweep anything? We did take this one low. London highs here too as well, so we can use that as a draw. This would have been the sweep here, which we already did. We wanted to go down. We got some wicks here. You got a potential inversion right here at open. This is a BPR. BPR. You got a intraday sweep right here. Well, that's not a sweep. We call that a stop hunt. That's a stop hunt. Again, we want price to go lower to go higher. That orange line would be your target. So here's the trade idea. It's not actable just yet. Trade idea is this. We'll see if you get it right off the gate. But there's your main sweep. Let's see what they do. No setup on the short unless you're one of the no retest people. You would have had to buy. Honestly, this would have been the candle you bought because this is the candle. The red candle previous is the one that closed below. I wouldn't buy down here. Well, short sell theoretically. All right, looks like we are going to go. We're reaching lower right now. So this is the 1 minute chart. We're just going to leave this here. We need to go to a higher time frame. We're not going to hold this as the quick, because again, this is the leg up. Sorry. This is the leg up. And we're not going to hold inside of this range, and we're going to start to distribute to it. They're going to target this range low. But I'm still favoring a bull move, right? You inside of this fair value gap here. I got an alpha B sweep. I got London high, and I got previous day high here. So going back down to the one. MA's are bearish for now. We'll see what we do. We just want to have to wait on it and get rid of this BPR. It's pointless anyway right now. Let's see if we take this gap here and invert it, or what we're going to do, because this could have been the manipulation leg right here. It's a big gap though. Right now, because we're with Twitter, we've got to keep all the labels right. Yeah, I also got another downside target, which would be these lows here. That's going to be 23,824. 23,824. That's not session low. It's just another area where people popped in. But look how we wicking here on the 5. So let's see what they want to do. If they can get above this inversion fair value gap, we can at least get London high. They would have to come back and get this inversion, and then we can at least get London high, and then we have the alpha B at previous day high. This was the liquidity sweep. When we just took it, we're in that liquidity area. So we're just waiting to see if price is going to respond in a bullish way, because it's all about how price responds at certain areas. So again, just gotta wait. Just gotta wait. Just gotta wait. So far, no trades on the book. We're going to be waiting for 0 for 1. I mean, 0 for 0 right now. Prices in the 9th. This isn't theoretically a first presented fair value gap. Apparently, it's the one after 931. This is the 930 gap that it created. Wait to see if the sell side's going to pick up or not. London high above, and then Alpha C above, looking higher. Waiting on the market to align intraday on a smaller time frame. So again, a lot of times on the smaller time frames, if I have a higher time frame narrative or a higher time frame plan, I'm waiting on the smaller time frame to align that in that plan. If I'm bullish on the higher time frame, I'm bullish on whatever I'm looking at. I want the 1 minute chart to give me some type of area to flip up bullish. Still within the first couple minutes of the macro here. We do have news at 10 o'clock, guys. All right, here comes the potential setup for an inversion. Just as a moment, man, as we're waiting, Apex 80% off, guys. Use code Juicy. And then again, Take Profit Trader, our premier firm. Really liking TPT, 40% off. Free activation, no activation fee. And on top of that, once you get to payout, same day payouts. Once you get to payout, they give you your activation fee back, which was 40% off, discounted. Which is no firms doing that. You could theoretically, if you are good and elite, you theoretically could get it for free. Okay, I want to put out these instructions. We're waiting right now. We're waiting to see if price can invert this fair value gap to go higher. We want this red box to go blue and then price go higher. So this is what I'm not saying I'm expecting this, but this is what I would like to see. Okay, remember, this is what I would like to see. When price get above it, retest it, and then come back. Okay. I'm about to put out the challenge, the back testing challenge in here in a couple minutes. Hold on one second. All right. Rejecting this gap. Look like we are going to go lower than, because we rejected this gap. If we take this low, let's see what we want to do here. All right. So we're putting in another range here. No, they're going to go for a lower. Downside targets are going to be 824, 794. So I'm not saying I'm taking this long off the table, but I am going to be switching to a more of a neutral bias here. I'm just going to be neutral for now and just waiting for something better to develop. Anybody got any questions? Anything anybody wants to add? Any questions? Anything? Let me know. Right now, we're just waiting. Huh? Well, I got some concerns. All right. Take your complaint back to the manager. Yeah. Grok is a therapist apparently too. Grok, the Elon Musk AI, has a therapy mode. And you can talk to it and tell it about what you need therapy on. I'm telling you, man, people don't it's not looking at this, but slowly but surely, AI is going to replace everybody. Everybody that's not a trader will be replaced by AI. And ultimately speaking, we're going to live in a world of people who work on AI and people who trade. It's that simple. We work in AI, entrepreneurship, high performance sports, football, racing, shit like that, and a bunch of traders. Especially because next year, apparently, they're going to open the market all day. Like you will have a PM session, like a session that starts at 4. You can trade cash open, stocks open. And just in general, yeah, 100%. But like I said, like, you know, 22, I saw this move a long time ago. I was like, everybody's going to trade futures coming up. I might as well make the switch now. Next downside target is, like I said, 824. Moving average is a bearish. Order flow is also bearish too, because again, this is a bearish fair value gap, and it was respected. And because of that, we can expect price to go lower. We got these two draws. So because we have these two draws lower, if we can get some type of inversion or breaker in this direction, we can switch it up and find a short. Right now, all we have is a stair step down. Yes, we'll wait. Okay, so I'm going to put out the rules right now for everybody. Let's go right here. I'm gonna put this in the mentorship chat first. I'm gonna put it in the main chat too as well, and I'm gonna put it here. So let me just put it everywhere. That way everybody got it. Market coming back a little bit. I'm just trying. In the meantime, I'm just trying to get this out to everybody real quick. All right, so I put it there. What else I got? Putting this in the main chat as well, and I'm gonna put this in. That tag everybody. I'm gonna put this here in the stream chat. I don't mess with Roblox or any stocks anymore. I only buy and sell stocks, and I day trade futures here. Okay, everybody, look in the main chat. All right, here it is. All right, if you are a part of my mentorship program, what we're going to do is we're going to use FX replay. All right, as I've told you, anybody that's under me, you need FX replay. And price again rejecting this gap. It's a very small gap. No actionable play for me and my models here. The only actionable play now is that this. You see how this filled this fair value gap? This green candle, that becomes your order block. Okay, this is your order block right here. Let's go. This order block. This is what I call a sweet spot model. Okay. Let's go FFG. Whatever. So we'll see if this gets enacted. But anytime you feel an imbalance with an order block, that order block becomes the PD array to use. So I would like to see price retest it, but it doesn't look like we're going to retest. We're going straight for previous day low. If you can get a retest here, you can frame a small trade for price to do this back into the previous day low. But again, I don't have my main inversion model. I just have a leg down. So we're moving down, but not giving me an entry that I want. And the reason why I wanted to stay bullish prior to this, again, just for people who are now popping back onto the stream, this low right here was liquidity for me. And then on top of that, we were in this up leg here. All right, so this up leg is going to be on the 1 hour to 15 minute. A lot of what I do is around the leg of expansion. So this leg of expansion was higher and price consolidated in that. So this is theoretically an uptrend, and we sweep the low. So again, looking for delivery down to that high. But price is now in a reversal, not a retracement. So we're going to see what happens at this low. This low is very key, and that low is previous day's low, right? So now that we got a previous day low, If price again does not deliver previous day's low, and then we get into the sweet spot, this could be a good short, good small short. But like I was saying, if you guys look in the chat room, the goal, what we're going to do is the 150K challenge, and we're going to do the live challenges here, where I'm doing a challenge, and I'm trading in front of you with the challenge. In the meantime, for those of you who are part of my mentorship, the live challenges are good for those who are bronze and they only want to be here to try to get paid. Cool, great. But for those of you who want to learn actually how to trade and do this on your free time, what we want to do is get FX replay. We want to simulate a $4,500 balance. The goal is to make 9K, which is theoretically, 100%. So the goal is to make 9K, bringing the balance up to 13.5. We're going to back test the month of April. Every trade you take, I need you to screenshot it and explain why you take it. And I want you to share all the FX replay back testing results. If you're going to do the challenge, hit me with a 888 in the chat. If you're doing the challenge, hit me with a 888. Previous day low will get delivered. We're going to give everybody realistically 3 weeks to do the challenge. So you have time to do the challenge. I know everybody has personal life, but 3 weeks to do a challenge. You want to back test that month of April of this year is what we're going to back test together as a team. I will set aside time and back test it too as well, and I'll bring my results, and then we will compare them. So far, no entry on the trade for me though. We got to move down, just a nice move down. The only entry would have been the retracement back into 937, but you had swept sell side, so I stayed flat. How about you guys on the panel? How did everybody go? How did everybody do? We also got news at 10 team. Oh, let's go back up to the 1 hour. So the 1 hour again, now leaving again after consolidation comes expansion. So I had the busy here. I had the higher time frame trend. Price just decided it's going to be bearish, so I gotta let it go. Gotta let it do what it do. Josh asked a very interesting question. He says, "What do you think is a higher probability trade to reach to prior day low or bounce out after taking liquidity in general?" I also want to remind you that question is vague because you're not including other factors. There's tons of times where previous days low just reverses and skyrockets. And then there's times where previous days low doesn't hold. You didn't even know it was there. It just kept going. In my opinion, the difference is the condition in the environment. Are we in an uptrend? So if we're in an uptrend, a sweep of previous days low, as long as that uptrend's intact, will be more of a probability of it reversing and going higher, right? Because again, we're just pulling liquidity to fill the move continuation, right? Versus if we're in a downtrend and we take previous days low, that might cause some issues. So again, to answer your question, the best sweeps come from trend. So in an uptrend, sweep of sell side. In a downtrend, sweep of buy side. Whichever form of liquidity that you are using, it has to match the trend to give you the probability. Hope that answers your question. That's a good question, guys. Again, those when I say ask questions, those are the type of things I'm looking to hear. All right, market says, you know what? We're going to drop. I'm going to keep going. We'll let it go. Again, the best thing that we can do is wait on our plan. And I don't have a planned trade. The only thing I have is this sweep up top. This was a stop hunt. They did give a BPR here. And we wanted a move to go lower. This is a BPR in an IFEG. We'll just leave it as an IFEG. So there's your IFEG and no retest. Just died. Moving average is bearish too. What's up to everybody in here? Taco, Mur. Just big shout outs to Mur in the background. He doesn't comment much. You know, you might get some conversation out of him in the main chat, but he's doing very well. Very proud of you, Mur. G Maui, yep, what's going on? Smurf, what's up? Rich F, welcome back. My boy Kenny J, you the man. Alvin Swank, Dan Z, welcome back. JD, what's up? Ram, what's up? Eagleless, my mans, hope you well. Martin. Martin. Everybody I know is Martin. Martin, I call him Martin from this movie. Lady Z, what's going on? Wendy Banks, Lady Luck. What's up to everybody? Sub-Zero, my man, hope you well. Yort, welcome back. AJ, my man, hope you good. I welcome all of you guys back. And again, thank you guys for your support. All right, so with this move down, I want to come back up to a 5-minute chart. I just want to see this move down. So the 1 day, the daily charts is doing an inversion then. All right, so previous day's lows been taken. Market on the sell side of the curve in an open gap. My only two downside targets will be, I'm assuming this was the low from, let's see. Again, I'm not looking directly at price, I know. Okay, I'm looking for downside targets for everybody. Gonna be here. And here. Okay. All right, so going back down to the 1. So we got 3 more downside targets. Market's melting. I would honestly like a retracement to get some liquidity higher. That's what I would prefer, honestly. You got these 2 relative equal highs here at, look at the number. The number is 23,888. That's the number of infinity. Oh, wow. But we'd love to see, retracement back here. This is what I call my alpha B, relative equal highs here. Sweeping previous day's low, not giving any type of PD array. You also developed what I call a dominant range too, which is just a straight move down. I don't have any PD array though, right? So you got this as a high, as buy side, and you got this as a sweep, right? And that's going to be your sweep. All right. So that being said, we got news at 10. This green box right here becomes your breaker. So you're getting a play setting up right here long. But the issue, again, every time I try to take a setup, my question is 2 questions. Am I acting from a place of discipline? And the other question is the setup A+? What's wrong with this setup? Got it range, got some framework, got alpha B up top, but the moving averages aren't there. So if we do get this, breaker, which isn't a clean, beautiful breaker, it's an ugly breaker. If we get the ugly breaker, or more importantly, a unicorn with the moving average in our favor, we can target at least 863, preferably 868, back to the upside. Okay. In the meantime, we're just chilling. You guys might hear stuff. It's the weekend. I got people over. People stayed the night over here last night. So people waking up now. You might hear my dog barking in the background. We're all a little hungover. Definitely feel my age when I, consume a bit of alcohol. I ain't 22 anymore. All right, so breaker hit. You can take this breaker play. You can go long here. I'm gonna call this as a trade idea. This is not me trading. Okay, this is not me trading. This is me just drawing RR out. Okay, I got to make sure I specify tape read, not live trade. We'll see what happens here because you do got this fair value gap here. It's another big one though, but yet instead you got one. What time is it? Okay, we got some 10 o'clock news coming up here in about 2 minutes, guys. Probably a minute and some, minute and some change. It's red folder, right? Good morning, man. Pause. All right, if you're in a trade idea, starting to work, but here's some news. News candles here. Did we sweep this low? This is a news candle here. Did not sweep the low, off by a point. That's why we want to wait for news candles. News candle put a relative equal low in. Breaker theoretically held. Still below the MA here, but breaker theoretically held. Let's check ES, see if ES swept that low. ES actually took the low with the news. So, I mean, theoretically, it's SMT right here. We got SMT on the low of the day with ES. Breaker news back above the 20 EMA. So let's see what we do. Big time move here. Watch this inversion. We should come get 23.88. Yep, about to get a test. You got an inversion around that same area. Around the top of the inversion would be 851. So you get above and retest 851. That is a long. We got room to London high with this. Moving average. One of the moving averages prices above. You could use this unicorn if it takes it. This area here is a unicorn in my opinion. It would have to come back and get the FFG. Looks like we're going to go for this inversion. Let's go to a higher time frame. Let's go to like a 3-minute. Let's delete this. Pretty much gap in the same area. All right, price above the IFEG. I'm in it now. I am long, but keep going. London high target. I mean, you got an area you can't scale out at 6.4, but I'm looking for 8.8. Triple eight. So I got an inversion here. Got a sweep, SMT. Got a respected order flow. Just looking for continuation. This is relative equal high. We should get these ones here. These relative equal highs at least. All right, anybody got any questions? So a minute, let's go. Just waiting on the play. Twitter got any questions? Twitter? Nasir hits a play. Good job, Nasir, in the chat room. He just posted. Good job, brother. Happy to help. Gus, what's this? Oh, this is the news. What is that? Investing.com that you posted right there, bro? When we hit this play, I'm gonna go break even. Hit this high. It's only 14 points, so you could scale on the 14. I'm not. I'm just going to go break even. Actually, why not? I'll take 5 off here. I'll take 5 off and go break even. So 5 off, break even. Triple. I told you it's the number infinity. I hope we don't get me out here, but like I really want to move my stop. Like I really want my stop to be here, right here, because you got this order block. So you got this inversion, and then you have this order block here. I want to give it a chance to work, so I did do a scale out. So if it holds this order block, I'm cool with staying in the trade. If it loses the order block, the scale out will still keep me green. So let's put this here. Because price don't go straight up. It really doesn't. I wish, all intents and purposes, I really wish it worked out like that, but it is what it is, right? Good job. Bubba's saying he's taking his first withdrawal in his take profit account. Good job, bro. Again, take profit trader 40% off. And again, when you take that withdrawal, they should give you back the evaluation fee you paid. So essentially, you got funded for free. Please gloat. Gloating is allowed. Oh, that meta position you got looking good. You called it. I remember he was in the chat room saying, guys, I'm going long meta. I'm going to hold me some meta. I like me some meta. You guys want to buy meta? Now's the time to buy meta. What you doing? Are you buying meta? That was Quran a couple days ago. So good shout outs to Quran and anybody that took the meta swing trade call out. That meta trade is looking good. Swing says he got some PLTR. So you see what I mean by we held the order block a little bit? We want price here in this next couple candles to break this high. So this order block here needs to break this high. If it hits that low, it's useless to me. So I did do a scale out on the play, a small scale out. I could have went break even, but again, seeing the PD array and seeing the fact that we respected this area here, which is the inversion fair value gap. We also respected the breaker in the bullish fair value gap in the breaker. Tells me order flow above the 21 EMA is being respected. So more than likely, we're going to see our relative equal high targets of 888. So I want to hold through that. So to be safe, though, I did a scale out and I moved my stop up. So again, I can't lose on a play. Make sure we adjust because we scaled out. Make sure we adjust our orders. Everybody, make sure you adjust your orders on the play. We got 888 as where I would recommend majority of people take off majority of profits. 888 to relative equal high. And you got Alpha C above too. Come on. So we took out this high here. So because we took out this high, I got to, my rules say I got to move my stop up to this low. So anything below 848, I don't want to be in the trade. You can leave your stop at the bottom of the order block. If you want to secure some of the profits that you had from the first scale out, move your stop up to 848. And again, guys, I just want to go ahead and say to everybody, if you're part of my gold program, it is required that you do the back testing challenge. The back testing challenge is for you to buy FX replay, use a $4,500 account to simulate the 150K eval challenges. And the goal is to make 9K. If you can make 9K on FX replay safely without losing any money, the chances of you going to pay out and getting funded become a lot higher. And here comes the move into 888. Just want to say good work to everybody on the team. I'm still in a little bit of drawdown. I mean, just me being transparent to you guys. You know, I am in a bit of drawdown. On the month, on my personal account, my prop accounts are green. Payouts have been reached. Just on my and that's the difference with prop and personal. Like prop accounts are good because it really protects you from the downside. If you go and draw down or go on tilt or do anything like that on a personal account, you got to make that money back before you advance in your profits. Now we in delivery to target right now. Up about 5K on the trade. So good job to everybody. That's how we make some money here. So up about 5,000 here. I'm going to be mainly out. I'm going to take partials here on the 200. I know we got a clear shot to 885, but I'm going to take partials here. So I took partials there. So good trade so far. I'm gonna put the 5 here. I'm gonna put the stop at break even or just right under break even so you can see the P&L. And then I would do another scale out of 3 and leave 2 runners on. The main upside targets is going to be 924, which is the 930 manipulation high, right? And then yep. Yeah, just to go ahead and agree with you, I mean, you can never go broke taking profit, and the biggest thing about doing that, a lot of people need to realize is that you're not going to catch every move and every trade you take isn't going to run 100 handles. Although, we do catch these 100 handle moves. So with that being said, on the way to your 100 handle target, maybe at the swing highs to the left, if you're going long, take some profits on the way there, right? And you adjust your stop to break even and below the swing lows, and you milk that profit for as much as it's going to give it to you. Will you get stopped out before target? Yeah, you will. But guess what? You make money. Now, the thing about making money and even making small amounts of money is that you're not really losing money if you're making small amounts of money. And because you're not losing money, money's accumulating. And compound interest and accumulation is theoretically the best thing that can ever happen to a trader, because what happens is your profits are growing. By you taking profits and getting stopped out, and you're just saying to myself, I could have just held the trade and it could have went to London high or blah blah blah, and I could have did this or I could have did that. By you getting stopped out in profit, you're basically keeping yourself safe. And the majority of the time, a lot of the prop firms that you guys are going to trade have what's called the intraday trailing drawdown. And in that intraday trailing drawdown, when the balance pulls back either way, your trailing drawdown is going to pull back either way too, right? So either way, you taking profit is just a win-win situation for most people in this particular scenarios, right? In this trade, I'm still in it. I like price as long I don't done 2 scale out, so I can take a little bit of heat on my play. I have my stop at break even, but peep this, right? So price here makes this high, pulls back, makes this high, puts in an order block here, right? Price pulls back into this order block. This order block pushes up to this high. So this area is your new order block of the leg because it's this low and that high on the 1 minute time frame. So because we have that on the smaller time frame, as long as we hold this order block, I'm cool with holding the trade. Now look how much risk I have. My entry is at 852 and my stop loss is at 848. Somebody do the math. How many points is that? And I've already got 2 scale outs here. So I already got good profit. So as long as price can bounce off this 20, I'm going to risk my, less than 5 points here on my smaller size position. And if it takes my smaller size position out, I still make profit. And that's all that matters to me because I've already secured profit. So let's see what it does here. Has to bounce here or get me out. Do 1 and 2. And it got me out. And that's a winning trade. That's a winning trade. That's a dub. That's a dub, man. That's every win with every winning trade you get closer to your goals. Big or small, closer to your goals. So good stuff here. This is what I was able to take advantage of, and I feel like that was perfectly executed. So good job to everybody. Good job to everybody. All right. So now when this happens, we just want to zoom out and see what we can see. See if we see any new framework that might have developed or any new ranges that might have developed. We did take previous day high. Actually, yeah, we took previous day's low. On the 5-minute chart, here we might come into this gap and go higher because this is a market structure shift. So let's see what they would like to do here. I don't really see any LEF framework here. I don't really have anything. So going back down to the 1 minute, maybe I can find a 1 minute LEF. LEF stands for Liquidity Anchor Framework. It's just something I created. I wanted price to get, in order to go lower, I really was looking for price to take the 888. 888 significant, not just the 888 number, but these relative equal highs here. So if I was going to flip my bias and be short, I would have liked to see them come up, put the inversion, and then maybe tag that low down there. But price is doing what price does, man. Like you might want something to happen on the chart, or you might particularly be looking for a very specific situation. But you have to follow what price is going to do. If price ain't going to give you that situation, then don't be involved with it. Just sit and wait. Anybody got any questions so far? Win for win on the day. Anybody got anything that I can answer? Any questions? If you're all good, hit me with 444. And again, guys that are gold, don't forget to do and start on the back testing challenge. Make sure you do the back testing challenge. Is mandatory. You can find the credentials of the back testing challenge inside of the mentorship chat. If you are gold, you have to do it. Leadership doesn't have to do it, your leadership, but those of you who are learning and want to become financially free through trading, you have to do the back testing challenge. You have 3 weeks to do it. Next week I'm taking another vacation. Don't be mad at me. This time though, I'm only going to be going Thursday and Monday. Thursday, Friday, and Monday. Small trip. Small end of the summer trip. Anybody got any questions for me? Anything I can answer for you, team? Look at what Bubba says. Bubba says, been buying eval since the 23rd of January. Such a blessing to be in this room. My first payout, finally feeling like I'm moving forward, man. Hey, man, good job, bro. Good job. And the thing about hitting a payout is just shows you, oh, damn, Scribble. Let's talk about this midday Scribble. The thing about getting to payout means you have something that can work. Honestly, man, like people really need to realize that getting to payout is not easy. It sounds like it's so easy. I trade this stuff, and if you on the chart, if you want to zoom this inversion fair value gap out, and you want to re-enter here, what time is it? 10:26. So you're in the 20 to 40 macro. 20. No, if they don't see it, they blind. That was I'll give you credit, brother. Any reason? Any reason you called that number? Like, was that like a new dog, in dog, anything of that nature that got you to come to that number, Cubo? Okay, good stuff, brother. Yeah, no, yep. Guys, you're getting a breaker play. Back out of this is a combo. I call this a combo because you get the breaker off the IFEG. You get two different ones. So again, you got the breaker right now. So if you guys want to do another trade idea, this is a trade idea for me. I'm not risking profits right now. I'm done, at least for now. But trade idea, tape read. Here you go. You still got the relative equal highs right above, and then you have the 930 high, and more importantly, you have a London high above. So you have different areas and different contexts right now for price to go higher here. And I'm gonna just specify tape read, not a live trade. All right, here we go. Chonies, man. So tape wheat, not a live trade. Nah, you gotta give me a minute. I have to send this out to the student. Give me 1 minute. I'll do it in a second. But no, Cubo, you the man, bro. Yep. Did you do it in the hot sun? Yeah, that's how you got to do it. That's a real man cuts his grass in the sun. Hey, wait, well, at least you got the grass done though, right? Now you don't have to worry about your wife on you. I got a message saying X is over capacity. Now this trade didn't work again. Trade idea. There was stuff I didn't like about the trade. All right, so that breaker didn't work. Now we're entering chop. We got a lot of chop going on, guys. A lot of chop going on. So I got one small, decent play. Let's go up to a 5. Let's see what we got going on. Let's go up to a 15. 15-minute just inside of this downward leg of expansion now. So we'll see. Give me a second, Squally. Okay, I'm back, man. I'm back. What's up, everybody? Question: anybody doing the back testing challenge? Twitter, if you're listening to my voice, I challenge you. Back test April. Use what you know. All right, I'm back. Hang on to those chonies. Chop, 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 chopped up. Yo, you trading this market? You mess with this market right now. Try it right now. See what happens. See what happens. Put your hand in there. You don't want none of that. I'm good. But the elastic on the Jones. It reminds me of me getting my ass beat when I was younger because I was hard headed. Oh man. I'll take the small play. I still would like to see them sweep this alpha B here. Let's see what they do, man. If they were going to run for London High, they should have did it already. That just tells me that a little weaker than what I expected it to be. In the 15-minute downtrend leg. So 15-minute downtrend leg. Let's see if I can find a 5 or 1 minute LEF. Just a little cereal. uh, yeah. Mhm. Hopefully everything works out. But honestly, man, who knows what's going to happen out of the Trump Putin meeting? We're waiting to see. We'll see what happens. Yeah, I mean, let Trump do what Trump does, man. Like, the tariffs are obviously working. You know what I mean? Let let Trump do what Trump does. See what happens. He's a billionaire for a reason. That validates him more than any degree, anything you could say. The only president to ever lose money being in the White House. Says a lot. Every other president will gain money, personal money. I don't even know. That's something I have to look up into. But for him, that was chump change. 250. Like, how much does Trump make a minute? You know what I mean? Like, it was like 250. You can have that. You can keep that shit. Mhm. Frankie, I'm with you, man. I mean, sorry, I'm with you, Frankie, on that low. I can see it on the 1 hour chart. Oh, Bubba, post that exact thing on Twitter so I can retweet it with that exact comment. My man, Bubba Charts. We're gonna call him Bubba Games. Yeah. There you go, Bubba Gaines. There you go. That's your new name, Bubba Gaines. Bubba Gaines. Hell yeah. Okay, we're just waiting in some chop, man. I guess they think. You know what it is, Frankie? Frankie is because you don't have a profile pic, and most people haven't seen Set It Off. Most people have none color. You know what I mean? Oh, put a more like not of yourself, but like a more obvious, profile pic. You know what I mean? But guys, we just waiting on Chop. I've been my new health and fitness thing, as you guys know, I'm a health nut, fitness guru. I'm not a fitness guru, but you know, I'm a fitness guy. I have completely stopped drinking coffee and replaced coffee with ginger tea. Oh, bro. I mean, I don't see too much of a difference in my body. I was already really lean before, right? So like, what's really going to make a big difference, right? At this point, I think steroids will be the only thing, but I'm not going that route. But I feel better throughout the day. Can I just be honest with you guys? It's going to be a little sidetracked, but I feel like the libido enhancement from the ginger tea is amazing. I mean, y'all should try it out. Ginger tea, once in the morning, once in the evening. It gets the blood flowing, bro. The blood flowing too much. Now I'm not saying I've never had a problem with getting the blood flowing. Now the problem is the blood just won't stop flowing. You know what I mean? Fucking ginger. Nature has remedy for everything, bro. If you go look over there, like to Hawaii, man, they use a lot of just like natural medicines. No, Hawaii messed up at? Hawaii's cool, but I'm not a big fan of the local food. I like seafood there. I wasn't a big fan of the raw fish. But if you ever go to Hawaii, especially Maui in particular, they got chickens everywhere. They have a chicken problem. They have an over infestation of chickens. There's chickens, motherfucker, just walking around everywhere. Fucking chickens everywhere, bro. There's chickens everywhere. I've never seen so many wild chickens ever. And I'm thinking to myself, why don't they just make two birds with one stone? Make the best chicken sandwich ever and ship that shit to America. Fucking kill it. We got the only natural, non-hormonal chicken sandwich in the world. Bam, they kill it. Kill it. I'll try that. I got a theory, man. This is untested. What I'm proposing, I'm about to put on a chart. This is a 1 minute. Who's gold? Frankie, you here? All my gold people should understand what I'm about to say. Something I'm going to back test this weekend. 1 minute alpha legs, 1 minute, LAF, 15-minute expansion legs. Does that make sense to you, Frankie? 15-minute expansion leg, 1 minute LAF. Okay. It's something I want to play around with. I'm going to do it too. So price should come down and get this low. By theory here. And maybe on the 5-minute ones, the 1 hour and the 5-minute setup, because again, the LAF has an expansion leg, then it has a lower time frame entry sequence. Well, the 15-minute and the 1 minute pair very well. So, I was thinking about experimenting with my model just on lower time frames. All right, so I'm going to be looking for price to come back down to lower day right from here. So we go 1050, 1110 next macro. We'll have a display. I'm not going to take this with a live trade. If I do, it's going to be very minimum size, but let's see. So this is the sweep. This would have been the breaker, but price went up and then price came back down. So this would have been the new breaker here. And look how the 200 and the 21 are below each other. Up. And then you got this fair value gap here. So again, order flow bearish. We're respecting bearish order flow. I'm willing, not say willing to bet, but I would assume price would come tag this moving average and then come back and get that daily low. Let's see if it does that. Trade idea. If it happens, if not, we'll just wait. Well, the experiment right now that we're about to do is just a tape read. What we want to see is price come up into this fair value gap. And once we're inside that fair value gap, we would like to see price sell off. So let's see. And then that would, be in alignment with the alpha framework. Because again, when I shoot my shot, I don't miss. Guys, we're just waiting to see if price will pull back and then dump from here. Come on, come on, come on, come on. All right, so we got sorry. We're gonna have two back testing events going on. For those of you who are more advanced students, I will be, you don't have to do this back testing, 15-minute expansions, 1-minute LAF framework with just a trill entry, all of it on the same scenario. And everybody mandatory back test the month of April with the 4,500 balance. The biggest size is 30 MNQ. You're going to back test MNQ, not NQ. MNQ, not MQ. Because we want to make it feel real. If it ain't about the dollars, it don't make no sense, baby. So we're just waiting. Yeah, this FFG, yep, pace. You're right. We'll see. Well, we're just wait and see what price will go. What's up to everybody in the crowd? Hope everybody's well. Twitter, about 500 people in the building. What's up to what's up to you guys? No retest. To the left, you got inversion, but like I don't like trading these kind of inversions. All right, we just chopping, man. Y'all want to do the FX replay stuff now? I got like 30 minutes. Y'all want to play something we'd like to do now is play the game of guess that, take that setup. We'll pull up FX replay. We go in the past and see if you would take a particular setup or not. But green trading day, we're getting to my 11 o'clock hour. Only got 30 minutes. I'm gonna leave here at 11:30. We'll do it in the. We'll do it in the PM session. How about that? And in the PM stream today, when we stream in the PM, more than likely price is going to be choppy. And I've been telling people about this for a minute now. Let's use the PM streams as educational area. That way, we're always, going forward. So in the PM streams, we will be using FX replay, on non-slower days. But again, look right here. Price coming back down for the slow. Moving averages is bearish in a 15-minute expansion. So let's see what they want to do. For everybody watching my stream, I put out a free ICT PDF. Be sure to check it out. I'll put it in the main chat too. You will need your WAP. If the WAP link that I'm posting right here, I want to have paid PDFs for my Go program. Then I'm going to have free PDFs. The free PDFs is honestly me experimenting with creating them. And I'm doing that with ICT's concepts. When I start developing PDFs and my own content, it will only be inside of the room. But while I'm developing these PDFs, be sure to click that link and check them out. We're going to put everything on WAP. Everything I'm going to be using WAP as my main communication storefront. So again, everything, all traffic, everything going towards WAP from here on out. Now, again, if you're here and you're part of the free community, please again hit this area and please write me a review if you have not. Hit the second link and write me a review. Sign up is free. Everything is free. I'll be posting a few things, these links from my live stream. Let's see. Let's see. Coming back up again. We're just waiting to see if we can get delivery down to lower day again. Yep. That's it. That's all I got for you. Guys, I'm putting all the links out on my timeline now. There's a link out for the free PDF. There's a link out for to join my free community. There's a link out to join my paid community. You take your pick on where you want to go. But again, come trade with us live. We do this literally every day, pretty much all day. This is pretty much what we do all day. If we're not trading, we working on getting better as a unit. And that's what we're going to do today around the PM stream. Now, if you're free for the PM stream, hit me with a 444. PM stream will be free for everybody. We're gonna overview the market and say, we're gonna overview the market and we're gonna look at the market and see what we see. But more than likely on a Friday, we're not going to get much action. So if you're free and you're serious about your trading, let's have an open mentorship inside of the PM stream. Let's just use the PM stream for mentorship from now on. You get what I'm saying? And then we can use FX replay. We can back test together on FX replay in the live environment. And then that'll help everybody get better as a unit. But honestly speaking, since the first of this year to now, I'm not gonna lie to you. We've had our setbacks. I've had my setbacks. But I'm very proud to see how far everybody has come. Both paid members, free members, gold members. Everybody has improved so much from the first of the year to now. And then show you the green and the red. Because again, I've had some red recently. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I've been red recently. And that's just part of what we do. You know what I mean? It's just part of what you do. You can't run from it. And that's why I still rock with my main people that show up when I'm red or I'm green. Because again, when I'm green, I have my streaks. I'll go in here. This year alone, I had 3 different streaks over 28 days. And for me, a 20-day win streak trading is great. You hit a 20-day win streak in your trading, I feel like you the man or woman, right? You the man or woman, right? And we did that 3 different times. And each time I was doing that, everybody was around like, yo, yeah, yo. I went in drawdown twice this year. Once in May and last week. And look how a lot less people are around you, right? So that just tells you, realistically speaking, most people can't handle the ups and downs of trading. That's just what it is. And the problem is that the majority of what we've been taught and the majority of what we've been told stems from the idea of trading is all up. And trading can't all be up if 90% of people are failing. And to make it even crazier, 90% of the screenshots you see online are profitable. 90% of people fail, but 90% of the screenshots you see online are profitable traders. There's a lot of disconnect from what's really real as a day trader and what's not real as a day trader. And I'm not talking about people flaunting P&L or flexing paper gains or whatever. I'm talking about the ideology of how often you experience a win versus a loss. And the ideology of you winning every day is just simply doesn't exist. Sorry. Doesn't exist. Part of the game. But you can win more than you lose, and you can make more when you win and lose less when you lose. And that's how you become profitable. That's what profitability is. But yeah, man. Big shout outs to everybody. Big shout outs to Bubble Trades. Very happy, brother. You should, when you get that payout, you should take yourself out to get some food, hang out, buy something with the money, buy something you like or do something you like with the money. It will solidify trading works for you. And that'll make you want to follow your rules and make more trading so that you can do more with the payout, if you get what I'm saying. All right, so we all in agreement, right? We're gonna come back at PM session. Let's just call it 2:00, probably 2:15. We're gonna look at the market at 2:15. And if we can't find anything at 2:15, we're gonna back test until about 3:30. Y'all down for do that? I post where do you want to post it? Post it in both the mentorship chat and in the main chat. The mentorship chat so we can keep up with it. The main chat so other people can see you doing it. It's a double post. 100% though, the mentorship chat. Mentorship chat, only gold members can see it in leadership. And then when we meet in when we meet, whenever we meet, we're giving everybody 3 weeks to do it. 3 weeks to do the back test challenge. Like, if you really want to get good at this, if you do this back test challenge and you succeed at it, you're going to move forward. So the way I mentor people is, and especially right now with these tools that we have, watch the lessons I put out, do one of the back test challenges. If you pass the back test challenge, you move from foundations to junior trader, and then you start trying to get evals. You get some payouts, we'll move you up into pro trader. And once you make 100K, we'll move you up into elite trader. All right. This is what we're going to start doing. We're going to change up the rankings a bit. Right. So in order for you to get the pro trader rank on lock inside my room, you need at least 5 consecutive payouts. Send me 5 consecutive. If you're a junior trader and you got 5 consecutive payouts, send me a screenshot of 5 consecutive payouts. And I'll up you. And then we'll move the elite trader to anybody that makes 100K in P&L. You'll get the crown of elite trader. So I'm gonna put that out as a ranking system. Okay, I like this. So basically what I'm going to add and switch is the program. The initial back testing challenge in foundations will be to do 6 months. I'm going to say it, 6 months of trading. You have to back test 6 months of data using the system. And you have to end the back testing with 60% win rate and 1 and 2 RR. That's going to be the initial move from today on to move from foundations to junior trader. Yeah, so here it is right here. All right, so this is going to be the new ranking system. I want to put this in the main chat too. Yep, ain't nothing else to do. It's over. Other stuff you can do. Hell yeah. All right, so everybody got the right stuff, the links and everything. We'll be using FX Replay later today too. Anybody got anything else? That's it. I guess we're gonna shut down here, man. Ain't nothing. I'm about to get going with my day. Do some back testing when I get back. All right, so far we just got some chop. Let's go to a 5-minute chart, see if we can find any range. Just got this expansion leg lower. All right, team. That's it for me. I just want to say thank all of you guys for your support. It's been a successful stream. We got 1 for 1 on the day. Good trade. People make money. Happy about that. If anybody needs anything, you know where to find me. Today, inside the Discord only, we're in the free section here. It is Free Access Friday. We'll be doing Open Mentorship Friday. That's you can only find that inside the Discord free community or non-free community. But we'll be using FX replay. We'll be breaking down some concepts for a good like hour and a half. So bring your questions and bring your charts. And yeah, let's study later on today. Besides that, I'm step out, take my wife out to get some food real quick, and we'll be back here. I may be a little intoxicated when I'm back, so I'm just going to let you guys know. You might see a different X. Besides that, I'm out. Be easy, everybody. I'll see you in the PM.